Bucs-Texans, Monday Night Football. We've got the Texans laying 2.5, the first of a doubleheader. We're seeing the total at 42.5. Baker Mayfield, last 7 career starts on Monday night. He's lost all of them. Trends are not predictive, so I don't really put too much into that. Let's see where you're going first. Will, start us off.
Yeah, I like Houston a lot in this game. You're getting less than the 3. You're at home. Your home opener. Again, the way I look at that, I watched that Houston Rams game very closely last week because I'm a Rams fan. And Houston, the Rams defense is just good. I don't think Houston is that bad. They have offensive line issues for sure. They have running game issues for sure. I don't think they'll be able to run against Tampa because no one's run against Tampa in the last 10 years, but they're going to be able to pass the ball pretty effectively. I think Nico Collins has a monster game, and that defense for the Texans, probably a top 5 unit in the league right now. Not that soft coverage, not that sort of light defense that you saw from Atlanta against Tampa Bay, and I think those cornerbacks match up very well against what Tampa Bay wants to do. I like the Texans to win this game, not comfortably, but I love the 2.5.
And Larry, it looks like you do too, and of course we're getting under that key number of 3. Tell us why else you like this squad.
Well, I love that trend you mentioned about Baker Mayfield. He didn't have a turnover in week 1, but he had 4 turnover-worthy plays, and the team had a 39% success rate. They were maybe the luckiest team to win in week 1, maybe aside from the Bengals, who should have lost that game. So I just think Tampa, we're getting that classic situation of a team that won and covered in week 1 against a team that lost and failed to cover, and you're getting the Texans at home, desperate to avoid an 0-2 start. They're going to show up, and Nico Collins is going to go nuts.
RJ, you're on the oppo side here with the Bucs, and I'm realizing now this is a good Wong teaser. Get through those 2 key numbers. If you want to throw in a 6-point teaser, which you could do with the Patriots, get the Bucs up to 8.5. But it looks like you don't mind the 2.5 here.
Don't mind the 2.5. I got it at 3. I would play it down to pick them. The overreaction angle, is interesting, and that's I think what Larry was alluding to there. But the Bucs at this line actually moved from -1.5 on the look ahead. So people are already rewarding Houston for a terrible performance where they lost their starting center. And I don't know that they're going to look much better in this game. Will mentioned the issues that they might have offensively with the run game with the offensive line. I love the Bucs here. I'm not even going to tease them like you said. I'm just going to play them outright. Got the 3, would take it down to 1 probably.
Yeah, all right. The second of the Monday night doubleheader is the Chargers and the Raiders. And I think back to the Raiders-Patriots game in week 1, of course, because I was watching that pretty closely. I do think the Patriots are better than they played, but not having Christian Gonzalez was huge. Are the Raiders that much better, right? Geno looked great. They looked explosive. He leads the league right now in plays of 20 or more yards. So do the Raiders really have it? But can that really compare to the Chargers because they looked like the best offense in football with Justin Herbert?
Right, but it seems like they're getting credit for that game and the Raiders aren't for going into a tough New England place in week 1 and getting a win there. I think the Chargers are a solid fade coming off that elite performance. Market is likely overvaluing them. I think this line should probably be closer to 2. So I like the Raiders at +3.5 if you can get over that key number of 3. I think this is a great spot for the Raiders.
Okay, well, it looks like you're on the same page here. Anything to add?
Yeah, I mean, look, this is a Raiders team that is just going to be better this season than people think. Pete Carroll is a massive upgrade as head coach. I mean, he's got the juice back. The Silver Fox stomping around in the silver and black. You'd love to see it, chomping that gum left and right. He had a little bit of a revenge game in New England, right? 30-year-old revenge game. Yeah. The guy started that one. And this is a hated rivalry between these 2 coaches. Jim Harbaugh followed Pete Carroll to the Pac-12. He followed him to the NFL, to the NFC West, and now he's followed him to the AFC West. And they've calmed down between the 2 of them, but I think Pete Carroll loves to get Jim Harbaugh's number, and the 3.5 to me, very disrespectful to a Raiders team that has some good quarterback play from Geno. Could get a big game from Ashton Genty as well, and we'll keep this within a field goal late into the night on Monday for the East Coasters.
Okay, yeah, I mean, I guess you could say it's a decent amount of respect to give the Chargers 3.5, or I should say to lay 3.5 on the road with the Chargers, but they just look so good. Justin Herbert looked flawless. Larry, I know you like the Chargers here.
Yeah, his ADOT was over 10 yards per throw. I mean, this is the Chargers offense that we were hoping to see last season, and they started off so conservative. It looks like they've totally turned the page. They got Keenan Allen converting on 3rd downs, Quentin Johnston making plays. You also have Ladd. So I think this offense will overwhelm a secondary that might be a bottom 5 secondary. We didn't see it last week against New England. I think it will be exposed on Monday night.